It's trust building time!
Hello everyone! Welcome back to another video. So if you saw my last video, I went to a show and it went pretty well, but the biggest issue I had was I didn't really trust my horse. I didn't really let him go forward or anything like that. So that's what we worked on when we got back at home. And so this video is going to be showing the exercises that we did so I could learn to trust the horse I was riding more. I'm super excited. Some of them is not super great because I make mistakes like everyone, but I just figured I'd warn y'all. So yeah, let's get right into the videos of me riding.
You're gonna have to excuse my voice, I'm a little sick. So the first thing we did when we got home was just canter across rail on the buckle. Basically just showing me that, hey, I can trust him and I can trust my seat and my ability to ask him to whoa. And as you see, we're not going super fast or crazy or anything, but my brain is like convinced we are. I know it doesn't look like we're super on the buckle, but we pretty much are. He has a super long neck, so that's kind of why. That was a 4, and as you can see, we bend it around, and we got some pretty good fences in there. So here, we shortened him up a little bit, because I kind of showed like, hey, I can jump on the buckle and be fine. So this was just a really big trust-building exercise. That's why the jumps are so little, they're like little 2-foot things, and it's really just showing like, hey, we can, you know, jump and we can chip in and stuff like that, and we can have a pretty long rein and everything should be fine. Now, here we are again, we're just jumping around. As you can see, we're doing pretty good. I mean, there's not a ton happening. We're just going for singular fences, and this isn't a hard course either. So this was really just meant to be like a confidence building course and a confidence booster for us. Here we're going down a 2-stride, which if you saw my prepping for showing the first time we went down 2-stride, it was not super great, but we did super well. So that was a pretty good confidence building exercise for us. Okay, on to day 2. This was not the same day after, but this was another day. He's trotting kind of funky because he knows what we're gonna do, and he's very excited, as you can see. We're doing a trot jump. I have not done a trot jump in a hot minute, as you can see, so this is definitely something that we'll be working on in the near future. Now, we're gonna go around and we're gonna do a mini little course. Once again, these jumps are set pretty low, but this is a much more technical course than the one I showed in the previous videos. This arena is pretty small. Here's a 2-stride. We nail it because he is a perfect little boy. But this arena is pretty small, so it's about compressing while still trying to get his neck as long as possible and keep him as relaxed as possible throughout the whole thing. As you can see, we honestly did pretty well with that, minus the trot jump. Everything else went just really well. I was super happy with him. I wanted to stop cantering on a straight line because we've been kind of having an issue where our hip will swing to the inside or it'll swing to the outside or whatever. So we're really focusing on trying to keep ourselves straight and keep our horse straight. One of the newest videos will be about that in the dressage and hunt seat saddle. Here we try the trot jump again. I did terrible. We took a rail down as well, but it's okay. He is very forgiving and a very, very, very good boy. Now, here we are coming around to do it again. This is the bane of my existence. I have done so many trot jumps in my life, and I don't know why a little 2'3" trot jump is messing me up so just incredibly badly. So we kind of retired the trot jump for that set and just gave him a walk break because he was such a good boy and he deserved a break. We're gonna go for the trot jump again. As you can see, we're super pumped. And that one was better. I was really pitchy, but I didn't slam on his back afterwards, which is what I mostly care about. Now, once again, we're going to canter. As you can see, we're kind of having our hips swing in a bit. That's what I mean by we're trying to work on the straightness, because that's just the next level at where we are. So we're going to turn to this yellow jump, and it's going to be really nice, really relaxed, and everything goes pretty well. I mean, we were counter-cannering there, but it was a very controlled counter-canner, and it was very balanced, so it was fine. And then these are the bounces. They're bounces. I don't really have a hard time with them, but I love them. And yeah, I think bounces are super good for working on your position, which, as you can see with the trot jumps, I desperately need to do. Now here we are on the straightaway. I'm kind of pushing him over with my inside leg to try and get him to trot, and as you can see, he gets his hind end more straight before I ask him to trot. Once again, just working on that straightness, because if we want to score good in good dressage, we need to be straight. Here we are going for the trot jump again. That one was better. I wasn't as pitchy. I did get a little left behind, but overall much better. Now here we are going around again, just doing some of these little jumps, because he enjoys the jumps much more than he enjoys trotting the jumps. There's the bounces, perfect as always. Granted, they are small, but honestly, even if the bounces are super small, it doesn't matter as much because it will still show your inconsistencies. We chipped into that fence, which wasn't great, and then so we got a little bit of a longer distance to that fence. Not good, but we stayed with him, we stayed tall, and that's what matters. Now, I was not expecting him to get the 2, I was expecting us to get 3 there, so that wasn't good. But overall, this was a huge confidence booster as well, because we were working in a very tight environment, and we still got everything done, even if it wasn't super pretty, which is also important to learn.
Thank you guys so much for watching. It really means a lot that you guys made it to the end of the video. If you liked the video, please leave a like down below. If you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll try and respond. This was what my trainer came up with, so I'm not sure if I'll be the most helpful at explaining why we're doing everything that we're doing. Oh, let me step my hair really bad. Sorry, why we're doing everything that we're doing, but I will try my best to explain it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I enjoyed making it, and yeah. So, that's it. Remember, the world's dangerous, so don't die out there.